you time and time again.
Yeah, I see you. I see y'all. Peekaboo bitches. I see you motherfuckers. I see you watching. I know you watching. I know you hoping. I know you hoping. Boy, y'all praying. Y'all are absolute praying. You really hope that it goes the way that you think it's gonna go. I see y'all. Don't try to act like I don't see you. I know what the fuck going on. I see you. Okay? I got two eyes. I see you hoes out here. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's get down tonight. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Don't you do it right. I hear you motherfuckers. I see you motherfuckers. Y'all really hoping that I open fire. Y'all really hoping that I open fire on y'all asses. You really hoping. You can't wait for your big break. You can't wait for your big break that man might open fire on y'all asses. I see you. Look, I see y'all scheming over there. I see you motherfuckers scheming. I see you hoping and praying. Oh my God, please let man Mike go off on me. Oh Lord, it'll be the time of my life. I get to tell everybody, see, man Mike made me mad too. Ooh. Yeah, I know y'all waiting for it. Mm-hmm. I know y'all waiting. But the senator is always scheming. This senator is the all-seeing eye. Saw it coming a mile away. But that's not what man Mike is here to talk about, people. The beautiful 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 people. Oh, beautiful people. Yeah. Gotta get something off my chest. Gotta get something off my chest. I've seen a lot of shit. And people ask me a lot of questions. So, and something is really kind of teed me off. Teed me off to say the very least. It really has. The beautiful people. The beautiful people. Yeah, beautiful people. I got something to say. And I find it very interesting that this is happening. I find it's very funny that this is happening. That we in this position. And so I've seen quite a few people say, and they're people that I like too. People that I got respect for. Got a lot of love and respect for these people who are saying this. Like, and I'm just seeing a trend. I'm seeing the trend of this, and it's really fucking annoying to me. Okay. Really annoying that I'm seeing. And like I said, I'm seeing a lot of this. I'm seeing a lot of this. All right, you got that, D. I know you will get it. But I'm seeing a lot of this, and it's very annoying to me. And we just got to be real about it. You know, we got a lot of motherfuckers out there that say, I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga. But y'all ain't real about, honest. And before I get into that, I wanna say this while I'm thinking about it. So there was a lady that's in that's going viral for something that I thought was just insane. So I'm gonna get into this first before I get into y'all. I'm gonna get in this because I think this needs to be said. Okay, I think this needs to be said first and foremost. This is why we exist. This is why content creators throughout the Falcons space. This is why we exist. It's because of shit like this. So, an older lady decided after Lincoln and the Jacksonville Jaguars lost in an incredible year. They had a great year. Make no mistake about it. These guys had a damn good year. And Lincoln looked like he was he looked like he was having a hard time. He looked like he was very emotional about it. He was kind of pissed off, very emotional about it. And I think she went out of her way to kind of cheer him up. I mean, my thing is, see, this is why I got to give a big fuck you to motherfuckers like D-Leg. They go to fucking hell. All I can say. Like, I really say that shit. They go to hell for this bullshit that they be on. This lady went out of her way to cheer the man up. And you can tell, just like I said, you can look in his eyes and tell he was fucking distraught after that loss. And this lady went out of her way to say, hey, man, look, y'all had a wonderful year. Hold your head up high. And you just see, like, you can see that man, his whole demeanor change after that. You can see it in his eyes. You can see it in his facial expression that he needed to hear that shit at that moment. And that woman went out of her way to do it. She didn't have to do that. She could have stick to the quote, quote, script. You know what I'm saying? She could have stuck to the script and did what D-Led and them all like, man, we need to be professional. We need to be nice to people. We need to be mean to people and ask the tough questions. Let's do it, boys. Yeah. She could have just went on it, but she didn't. She sees the opportunity with a man that looked like he looked like he needed that. But that's not what pissed me off. What pissed me off is these fuck ass reporters go out of their way to sit up here and tell us what the fuck is professional. See, this is what's wrong with you motherfuckers. Okay? This is exactly what's wrong with you motherfuckers. Who the fuck cares about being professional? Fuck you and professional. This is why players don't want to sit down with you motherfuckers, because y'all think answering certain questions and being having the best suit on, saying the biggest words, articulating yourself a certain way is so-called professional. And we're losing track of the human element of things and cheering guys up. What the fuck is wrong with shit now? Like, it's becoming a disease in ESPN and the national media to say good things about people. And the crazy part about it, we got athletes coming out of their way. Well, that's not the time and the place for it. LaShawn McCoy, you don't sit your goofy ass down. You bitch, you get the goofy down. Sit your goofy ass down award. Okay? Bitch, please. The motherfucker that messed up a whole bag because he thought he was bigger than who the fuck he was, got some motherfucking nerd to sit up here and try to call somebody out for being nice. Bitch, please. Jamel ugly ass Hill Got some motherfucking nerd to sit up here and try to call some motherfucker out, talk about it's not professional to do that. You can't be positive. These are black people that are saying this. And this is why you worry about whether or not might give a fuck about a hotel. Fuck a hotel. Fuck a black community. Fuck a hotel and fuck a hotel in a black community. Fuck them all. We kill and shoot more black people than we help. We destroy and clown more black people than we actually fucking help. Mm-hmm. Yep. Black people cause more harm to black people than they do help. So this is the shit that I'm talking about. Y'all want to sit up here and say, oh, black, stand with the black man, stand with the black man. Well, a black man just did this to a black woman. She went out her way to be a mother figure, a mother figure in a positive moment where he needed that shit. Half of you motherfucker walk past motherfucker, y'all clearly see what is a problem. When somebody has a problem, y'all walk right past them, just try to act like you ain't seen nothing. No, I'm gonna keep my money in my pocket. No, I ain't gonna feed nobody. I need my food. You see a person that need, y'all walk right past them. But then you get on motherfucking and talk about hotep this and stick with the black man. And then as soon as a black person make a mistake, guess what y'all do? Y'all ready to run away. Y'all want to run him out of town, run him away. So it's disgusting. And the crazy part about it, guess who stepped up? A lot of white people. There's a lot of black people. There's a lot of people that stuck up for her. And she doubled down on she'll do it again. They say she's unprofessional, but she's been a major she's been a major part of one of the biggest black media companies there's ever been. I'm talking about going back. She's talking about, I don't know exactly, but from what she said, this media company go damn near 100 years. Go back 100 years. But she's unprofessional. She's an editor, but she's unprofessional. But like, that's the shit we talking about. And this is why we exist. This is why there's been a boom in content creator in space, is because of you motherfucking D-lids of the world. You don't care about nobody but yourself. You don't care about nothing other than outside of your fucking image. And we got some motherfuckers in this space that don't give a shit about people. They give a fuck about their image. If you ain't good for a motherfucking image, they try to get rid of you and call you the devil. What they've done us. Yeah, we've been labeled the devil, the unholy alliance, okay? Well, if I gotta kiss a motherfucking ass to fit in with them, fuck them. Fuck you and your image. Because what people need is truth. People need authenticity, whether it's a good day or bad day. They need to see that even if their favorite content creators are having a good day and a bad day. Y'all want smiley face assassins like Raheem Morris. Y'all praise that bullshit. Fake ass smile, but you know they trying to destroy everything in sight. This is why Raheem, this is why Rich McKay, the same Rich McKay that y'all say that y'all love, y'all becoming them. Y'all are becoming the Rich McKays of the world. You are Rich McKay. Mike, what are you talking about? Well, I'm about to tell y'all what he's talking about. Falcons fans and a lot of these people have become Rich McKay. You people don't even realize the shoot. Look, You don't even realize that you become Rich McKay. This is how far gone y'all are. I've had people spend money on this channel and don't realize that they have become Rich McKay. You're going to boycott if you don't get the head coach you get. You're going to be upset. We're going to start a campaign to get rid of Matt Ryan if you don't get John Harbaugh. If we don't get Clint Kubiak. If we don't get who we want, we're going to start a petition to get rid of them. Motherfuckers are literally talking about boycotting the Falcons because they want John Harbaugh. They want John Harbaugh, so they're going to start boycotting and say, see, the Falcons are already on the back. We got motherfuckers like Blogging 30 making 15,000 negative posts and articles on Matt Ryan. Motherfucker ain't even hired a head coach or general manager, and they already on the bullshit. We ain't hired a motherfucking GM. We ain't hired a goddamn head coach. And you motherfuckers are already on the internet making death that y'all already preparing for death. You already preparing for it. Because the Falcons haven't officially sat down and had a one-on-one meeting. Y'all already saying that the Falcons don't want to do this? Huh? Ain't shit happened yet. And see, this is why I have to step away from motherfuckers like D-Led and fuck a D-Led. It's because this is exactly what I'm talking about. You motherfuckers have become Rich McKay. You want exactly who you want, and you are going out of your way to destroy and seek and destroy anything that doesn't live up to what you want, your image, and what the Atlanta Falcons should be. Yes, people are already saying, yeah, John Harbaugh or nothing else, nothing at all. People are already saying, I want Clint Kubiak. I don't care. I want him. And you making people, you people don't make 15,000 negative posts about the Atlanta Falcons if they don't get Clint Kubiak. I'm not gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. See, the Falcons don't want to do it because if they don't do this, they not gonna. If they don't get the guy I want, I know for sure that they don't want to win. But on the flip side of that, y'all want who y'all want, but you don't know who the fuck the person you want. Let me say it again, okay? That probably go a little over the people's head. Y'all want who you want, but you don't know the person you want. Y'all have no clue of these people. How do I know that? Because we get 15,000 questions of the same exact questions from the same people over and over and over again. And you wonder why Mad Mike and all these guys get upset. I'm talking about throughout the entire space. Y'all repeat the same questions because I've seen it. I'm in the chats with it. Y'all ask the same questions over and over and over again, thinking you're going to get a different result. How many motherfucking times we going to say that Clint Kubiak is Gary Kubiak's son? How many times I can keep making 15 videos off Clint Kubiak? How about you guys do this? It will probably be better. Go make a GoFundMe page, okay? And y'all make a GoFundMe. This all the people, whether you're Falcons, content creators, or fans, or whatever the case may be, make a GoFundMe. Say we're going to donate money to a platform or donate money to Clint Kubiak's family. Okay, raise a whole lot of campaign money, finances, whatever, to force the Atlanta Falcons to hire him. How about you do that? Because us answering the same questions over and over again, we've answered these questions thoroughly. We spent an hour and 30 minutes, nearly 2 hours on the heavy hitters explaining a multitude of candidates. And there's quite a few other platforms that have done the exact same thing. And then y'all go right back to the same platforms and ask the same questions over and over and over again. That shit is fucking annoying. I want to do some draft. Shit, I want to enjoy the draft. I want some pig feet. I want some hog maw. Okay? Eating up all the grapes. I want some paint. I want them too. I want to enjoy the draft. I want to enjoy I want to enjoy all of this. But guess what? It's very annoying if y'all keep asking the same questions as if Mike, Smitty, whoever. Shout out to Ryan at Bird, Dirty Bird. I don't fucking know. But Ryan know who the fuck he is. I can't keep up with all these damn names. But I want to enjoy it too, goddammit. I want to enjoy the off season. I don't want to ask the same 15 motherfucking questions over. 15 of the same questions over and over and over again. Come on, people. I know y'all are smarter than this. Y'all can't be infants who just learn how to say dada, okay? Y'all motherfuckers got to be smarter than this. Give us some hard shit to answer. Give us some hard, difficult fucking questions. Oh, hey, Mike, what you think about Clint Kubiak? How many motherfucking times can I answer the same goddamn question about John Harbaugh and Clint Kubiak? I just want to know. I want to know just what you... That shit is fucking annoying. You people have turned into Rich McKay. You guys are Rich McKay. When you see a tremendous, for example, this is where I feel this is why I'm looking at. This is why I say you guys have turned into a cult and y'all don't realize you are a cult. Okay? A lot of people don't even realize that y'all are a cult. I can't see how people can look at Kevin Stefanski and say he's not a good coach. He's not a good coach. I don't get it. How can you look at Kevin Stefanski's record and Clint Kubiak's record and totally disqualify Kevin Stefanski as a coach? Oh, I know why. I know why. I know exactly why. Do you guys? Do you guys know? Do you guys know why you don't want Kevin Stefanski? I know why you don't want him. Let me pull up Kevin Stefanski's record. Let's talk about Kevin Stefanski as a coach. See, this gonna take me back down memory lane. Okay, we're gonna go down back down memory lane with Kevin Stefanski. So we're gonna talk about his awards. Let's talk about his awards, okay? Kevin Stefanski, 2 times AP NFL. Let me read that again, okay? 2-time AP NFL Coach of the Year. Hold on, let me read that again. I can't read you guys, so you got to bear with me. Two X AP NFL Coach of the Year. Huh. That's interesting. That is really interesting. Let me see what I can pull up with Mr. Clint Kubiak. Let me see what I can pull up with this. Let me see what I can do, if I can do something here with Mr. Kubiak. Okay, where is his accomplishments as a coach? As awards, what has he done as a coach? Let me see. Blank, 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 blank. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Not a damn thing. Let me pull up another name. I know you guys will enjoy this. I know you guys will enjoy this right here. Let me go to another guy. I think this guy you guys will absolutely love. I know the teenagers will love him too. Let me go to this guy. I'm gonna pull up a few names, okay? I'm gonna pull up a few names. Okay. Whew. Okay, this guy has quite a few accomplishments. Okay, Clint Kubiak, we established that he has nothing, 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 nothing under his credentials. Okay, nothing. But this particular guy, let me read off his accomplishments. 6-time Super Bowl champion. 2-time Super Bowl champion as an assistant coach. 3 times AP NFL Coach of the Year. Maxwell Club NFL Coach of the Year. NFL 2000s All-Decade Team. 2010s All-Decade Team. NFL 100th anniversary, all-time team. Wow. NFL records. Most Super Bowl wins. Most Super Bowl wins as a head coach. Most Super Bowl appearances. Most Super Bowl appearances as a head coach. Most playoff wins as an NFL coach. Most playoff appearances as an NFL coach. He's tied with that. Most divisional championships was 17. Y'all didn't want that guy though. Let me go to another guy. This is another guy. Yeah, I know I'm annoying the fuck out of y'all right now because it's probably looking right at y'all ass. Because I know who y'all want. Anybody that's getting annoyed right now, I know you motherfuckers are mad. Oh, Mike, we can't be talking about my man like that. Don't mess with my man. I know. Y'all don't want me to mess with your man. Okay? 3-time Super Bowl champion. AP Coach of the Year. Sporting News Coach of the Year 3 times. Pro Football Weekly Coach of the Year. The Greasy Neal Award. Okay? 4 times he's done that. And then all-time 75th anniversary of that Super Bowl champion as an assistant. Yeah, that guy. Andy Reid. Mike, why are you doing all this? Why are you saying all this? Why are you saying all this? Why is this such a problem for you, Mike? Why are you so upset? Why are you so irritated? Let me the people that you guys throw a few names in there that you guys want. I want to see something real quick. Throw some names in there of the guys that you want. I saw a stat like that. I saw a stat that I thought was very funny, hilarious. I thought it was fucking hilarious. But this is such a quarterback. He played for the ball. He plays for the Baltimore Ravens. He's making about $74 million. And ironically, what that situation is that his boss saying, "Hey, bro, I need some of that money back, bro. Bro, I need some of that money back. We need to allocate a little bit more fun to the team. Um, I need more funds to this team, so I'm gonna need some of that money back." And I look at another guy who's a quarterback in the playoffs right now, and this quarterback got more wins than a quarterback that's been in the league for 8 years. Mm-hmm. Lamar Jackson has been in the league 8 years, and we've said time and time again that this dude lacks the skill set to be a quarterback and a leader. His head coach want his guy. Look, his owner, this guy want his money back. You can't make this shit up. He said, "You need to come to the table and give me some of that money back, boy." His owner did this. Jeffrey Lurie said, "I want my money back, Lamar." Tell me when I'm lying. He went on public and said, "Lamar, hey, yo, pimp. Hey, man, I fired this man for you, bro. You gonna have to come back and give me some of that money back, yo. I need a little bit more money. I need some of that money back, pimp." Your boy said, "I need that money back, Lamar. Okay? I done fired the head coach for you. I need that money back." But why? And Mike said, why is Mike saying this? So hold on one second. Trying to see this. Hold on. No, that's not what he said, bro. Let me look. Extending a contract when you already have a contract, that's called giving money back to the organization. You extend the money to make it more cap friendly. Okay? That's what that is. He's not extending Lamar to try to give Lamar more money. He's trying to get that money back to make it more feasible for the organization, because the organization ain't got $74 million, or they're not getting $74 million because they can't bring other free agents back. They can't re-sign other guys. So they want their damn money back. So that's why they extending. They're not extending Lamar to give to help Lamar out. No. Lamar already got his money. Lamar doesn't have to, he doesn't have to agree with that at all. That's not to help Lamar. That's to help the organization. The organization says, "Hey, pimp, we got to pay other people. I need my money back. I need some of that money back, pimp." So that's why you extend. You're not extending to help Lamar. That's why the Atlanta Falcons did what they did with Kirk Cousins. They was like, "Hold up, Kirk, bruh. We need a little bit more money back on this goddamn cap. We not help. It's not about you, pimp. Because if it was about Lamar Jackson, if it was about Kirk Cousins, the Falcons would have won in a position where they gave him more money and extended him. Anytime you see a deal that's already been put into place, especially to get the other in this particular instance, the extension is usually the extension of a conversation and reworking the deal is only to help the organization, not the player. Like I said, and be honest, if I'm Lamar, am I doing that? Probably not, bitch. I want my money. I want my money. And we got Kirk Cousins up here talking about $30, $40 million to him. Like, hell no, we didn't get $20 million. Look at Kirk Cousins in this instance. Like, what did we get out of Kirk Cousins? We didn't get $20 million in performance from Kirk. And I was like, we went on the winning streak. We played trash teams, okay? We played trash team, and we honestly we caught the Rams at the right time. They had a lot of injuries, especially their offensive line, and we played them at the right time. We got lucky in that team. They look a few plays in that game with the Rams, it just went our way. So again, let me get back on point. The reason why I say what I say, that a lot of people, you guys, Atlanta Falcons fans, have turned into, you are Rich McKay. This is the reason why you're Rich McKay. I don't want a coach. Okay? I'm not looking at one coach or two coaches when it comes down to this Atlanta Falcons situation. I don't have a favorite because I've been down this road before. Been around the world, and I can't find my baby. So guess what Mike is looking for now? I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for something in its entirety. I'm looking for a scheme and a direction. Because if we don't have the team president, the general manager, and the head coach on the same page, guess what happens? We return right back to where we were. So I need Matt Ryan. I need the general manager and the head coach to be on the same. I'm looking for what I'm looking for in this offseason with the Atlanta Falcons. I'm looking at a clear vision. I want the Falcons to either commit to being a passing team. Okay. If they're going to invest in wide receivers, they're going to invest in the right players, development, wide receivers. I need to look and see if the Atlanta Falcons are going to be bringing in wide receiver coaches that have been known for being wide receiver coaches, a certain style of wide receiver coaching, a certain style of running back. I need to see the clear vision of what the Atlanta Falcons are looking for. Okay? I need to see a clear vision of what the Atlanta Falcons. I need somebody that's going to come in and help what we already have. Take what we have to the next level. Be on the same page. Because we still, under Raheem Morris, we had no clue what we were. I don't know if we were going to pass the ball one game or we were going to throw it 50 times a game. Like, we beat teams like Buffalo, and Buffalo is a hell of a team, and the Rams. And then we lose 30-0 to the damn Carolina Panthers. All because we did not have a vision. We tried to be everything and everywhere and make everybody happy. So I'm not looking for one coach. I'm looking this season, everybody, this is why you have not heard me say, I don't want this guy and I want to see what the Atlanta Falcons vision is. And I said last year, I said my expectations for the Atlanta Falcons team this year is not the team. My expectations was always the coach. I want to see if Raheem Morris and his coaching staff improve. And guess what happened? They didn't. I didn't care about whether Kyle Pitts would get to the next level. I didn't care if Bijan Robinson was going to be the best running back in the league. I didn't give a damn about this defense getting 50 sacks in a season. Because guess what? None of that shit matters if your coach, your offensive coordinator, defensive coordinators don't get smarter. None of it matters. Your leaders have to be smart. Your leaders have to be clear on what they want to build and how they want it to build and what the defense is supposed to look like, what the offense is supposed to look like, what the wide receiver is supposed to stand for, what the running back core. Like when I look at the Chiefs, I know what type of ball they're going to play. When I look at the Philadelphia Eagles, I know exactly what they're going to play. When I look at the Dallas Cowboys offense, I know what I'm getting out of there. When I look at the Atlanta Falcons, I have no clue what the hell we going to do from week to week. So I don't care about it. I don't care about I don't care about none of these coaches right now. I want to see what our vision is. I'm willing to bring in Stefanski, Clint Kubiak, Tomlin, all of these guys, as long as it aligns with a vision. You can't say you want to be the Georgia Bulldogs, but you're not doing Georgia Bulldogs thing. What does Kirby? Matt Ryan said Kirby smart in his presser. What's the first thing that came out of his mouth when he said Kirby smart? Y'all remember? I like this comment right here. That's what it was. It was a mess, bro. And that's why he was fired. He had no vision. Mr. Blank clearly stated in his press, it's like there was a lack of clarity. Like, how you gonna want to be the Rams and you're not running any of their concepts? They run a West Coast style of offense where they get the ball out of his hands and they like even old decrepit Matthew Stafford, who can barely move around, they were rolling him out. But you gonna tell me that Michael Penix ain't comfortable with rolling? Man, please. Kirby Smart is synonymous with defense. That's what Matt Ryan is. So when you say things like this, the Atlanta Falcons, he was clear about what he wanted. Matt Ryan clearly showed you what he wanted. Like, this team was an absolute mess last year. He had absolutely no handle on anything because he did not know what he was doing. He never built anything. Like, how can Mad Mike teach people how to be a better content creator if he hasn't built anything? That's crazy. How can I teach people how to get to 10,000 if I haven't? Like, why am I taking advice from people who haven't built the damn thing? Why am I taking advice? Why am I saying that I believe in Zach Robinson if he's never called plays before? You give them an opportunity to prove themselves, but you give them an opportunity to prove themselves, and if they don't live up to what you're actually doing, don't double down on the dumb stuff. Raheem doubled down on the dumpster when it was clear issue. Almost every person that he brought in was inexperienced. And the two experienced guys that he put on the defensive side of the ball got results. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch is dead. Ding! You think it was a coincidence that the Atlanta Falcons defense got 57 sacks on the season? Because they went to an experienced defensive coordinator in Jeff Ulbrich, and they went to an experienced defensive line coach in Nate Ollie. And ding, 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 the Atlanta Falcons got 57 sacks. You think that right there is a coincidence, people? They didn't bring in no damn offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator that had young, brilliant, and he was creative. And that creativity got his ass fired. You brought that young, creative-ass offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, and his ass got fired. You think it was a coincidence that the Atlanta Falcons defense got better? It's in your face. But we want young, vibrant, creative. Oh, he's 37. I think he'll be a good offensive coordinator. He has youthful exuberance. He has young, creative ideas. What the hell is so creative about running a damn slant? What's so damn creative about running a crossing route? Because these are the things that Clint Kubiak did on a regular basis. Huh? What's so creative about it? Ain't a dang thing creative about what these guys are calling. It's not rocket science why Clint Kubiak is doing good. He's running old schemes. He's a young guy that's running old schemes, and he's getting results with them. I'm just saying. You don't think Bill Belichick was running the same freaking schemes that he was running with Lawrence Taylor when he was in New York? He running the same scheme. He been running the same 3-4 schemes with Lawrence Taylor in 1990 before I was a football fan. He been running the same scheme for over 40 years. But you guys keep talking about, man, let's get this young guy with more. No. You think what Andy Reid doing with Patrick Mahomes, that he didn't do that with Mike Vick? He did the same thing with Mike Vick. He did the same thing with Donovan McNabb. It's the same scheme. What about Matt LaFleur? Matt LaFleur been running Kyle Shanahan and Kubiak system for years. It's a proven system. So I want the system. I don't want no young new scheme ideas, because that's what Zach Robinson was. He thought he was gonna go come in here, run 15 flare routes to Bijan Robinson, not run the ball up the middle, just have a whole bunch of stretch plays the entire game, no play action, and we just gonna stay in the pistol all year, all game long, and that was gonna get us to the next level. No, you have to incorporate rollouts. You have to incorporate play action. You have to incorporate a lot of drag routes, and that's funny that it took him 13 weeks to figure out that Kyle Pitts can run a drag route, and the Atlanta Falcons offense looked better when he's running those routes. It took him 13 weeks to figure out, yeah, the simple things work. But this young, exuberant, vibrant guys had all these brilliant ideas. And the thing about it, with Mike McDaniel, everybody say that Mike McDaniel, but like the thing is, what Mike McDaniel did, and he got away from, which is like I said, I'm fine with that. But he went back to running the ball. That's why Miami offense looked better. But they had already decided that there was, they was gonna move on from him. But Miami offense went back. I want to say better, but it went back to that. Because he ran the ball. Simple concepts. Kevin Stefanski, running game, offensive line, passing game. All these concepts that all these brilliant guys that we asking for, like they're running simple schemes. What you think Nick Sirianni is doing? All he doing is running the ball and running RPOs with Jalen Hurts and getting the ball to their tight ends with an occasional deep shot downfield. Well, how do you think that Puka Nacua, he damn near got 180 goddamn receptions on the year? Because all they do is run a lot of inside. They run a lot of drag routes. They run a lot of dig routes with him. And they run a lot of, like I said, with occasional deep shot. But that's the gist of the Rams offense. It's simple things. There's nothing brilliant about what he's doing. He runs a lot of 2-3 tight end sets, 13 personnel. Like he runs a lot of that. He spreads it out. Like this is what makes his offense so fun. This is what makes Sean McVay's offense so fun. He don't stay in the damn pistol 90% of the damn time with Michael Penix and then blame it on him. Like, no. So this is the reason why I'm saying, I'm like, bro, you people have become Rich McKay. If it's not what you want and who you want, you're going to try to sabotage and you're going to get angry. You got to try to send people in to sabotage all of that. Falcons fan going to pitch an absolute hissy fit. You're going to go on radio shows. You're going to go with every social media platform and try to disturb the peace because you want who you want. Rich McKay been doing that for 15 years now. Been with the Falcons, dang near 20 years. Rich McKay doing the exact same thing. Matt Ryan and those guys said, yeah, we do not want an agenda. We getting rid of everybody who has an agenda. If you have an agenda and it doesn't align with what the entire team, in this instance, what Matt Ryan says, as far as the vision of the football team, you're out of here. And if you don't get on board, you're gone. You're going to have to adjust quickly, period, point blank. No more agendas. Okay. Common sense is forbidden. Emotions is law. Yep. Shout out to K-Styles for that one. Common sense is forbidden. Emotions is law. Shout out to the 6th man for that. It's like even what I saw with Ulbrich. Ulbrich was running a lot of stunts. Yeah, the Falcons blitz, but like all they did was get aggressive. Their corners played tight. And they had very intelligent safeties. But you got to get aggressive. The things that we saw in Pittsburgh, the Falcons were doing exactly that. The things that we saw with the Jets, with Robert Salah, Jeff Ulbrich brought a lot of those things to the Atlanta Falcons. This is why Mr. Blank wants him back. Like, I don't care about not all this young, vibrant, exuberant. Like, I don't give a damn about none of that. Can you help me get sacks? Can you help me get sacks? The end. Can you help me get points? Well, the offense looked better on the Kirk Cousins. No, it didn't. That offense didn't look better. We just handed the ball off to Bijan after Bijan after Bijan. We doubled down on Bijan. That was it. When you double down on Bijan, that's what makes the quarterback look so much better than what he's actually doing. His numbers were damn near identical to Michael Penix. That offense, look at the numbers. The numbers speak for itself. It was like 3 or 4 games in that 6-game, 7-game stretch where he passed the ball for under 200 yards, bro. Just so happens he just so happened to hit Darnell Mooney a couple deep shots down the field, and people forgot everything that Michael Penix did. Kirk scrambled 1 or 2 times in a game, and people said, "Oh my God, he's better than Michael Penix." We beat trash can teams, and you said, "Well, I think we did." No. Kirk did what a backup was supposed to be, but to say Kirk Cousins is a valuable starter is insane. At this point in time, Kirk Cousins is a valuable backup and a spot starter. But again, going back to the coaching, like, I don't care about the coaching right now. I don't care about none of that. I want experienced guys, yes. But I don't care whether or not he's 70 years old, because some of you people pay too much attention to the age and you're not looking at the system in itself. John Harbaugh is not a young guy. He's 63 years old, bro. He's 63. And people want him. I want a clear vision of what this Atlanta Falcons team is going to be. I want them to continue to be attacking on defense, blitz, get after it. And I want this Atlanta Falcons offense to have some sort of an identity, because I don't know what our offense is. I know we have talent at the quarterback position, running back position, and wide receiver offensive line, but I don't know what we are. And for what I understand, for what I'm hearing from Matt Ryan, I think Matt Ryan just want to get back to being tough. We got to be physical. It was a reason why he said what he said about Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart's offenses are tough. They're going to smash you in the fucking mouth. Kirby Smart's defenses is going to get after it. He's going to have mega athletes on the defensive side of the ball. He's not going to bring in his best friends. My best friend said sign him. Well, the hell with that. Does he fit our scheme? Is he super athletic? Is he gifted? Are we going to be tough? Are we going to be in your face? Matt Ryan was very, very sharp on what. Look, he was very meticulous on why he brought up Kirby Smart. That's what we want to be. We want to be tough. We want to be physical. Like Matt Ryan knew the importance of a mic Turner. Shout out to Mike Turner. We're gonna have him on soon. I just got to get in touch with him. I think he's going to help with Penix's development, unlike the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach. And that's the thing too. We brought in a whole bunch of guys that did not do their job, and it was obvious that they didn't do their job. One of the clear signs of whether or not a coach is actually good at what he's doing is looking at the young guys. If the young guys are still improving, we know that they're doing. We don't have a single hope for the future in our wide receiving core. We don't have no hope. We don't have no hope at the tight end position for the future. I believe the children of our future. No, the hell we don't. We don't have no future at running back, outside of Bijan, wide receiver, offensive line. We got no hope on any part of that offense. There is no hope for the future on this Atlanta Falcons team. We praying that we get Pitts and Tyler Algier back. This is how bad these guys have been. There is no hope, zero hope for the future for this Atlanta Falcons receiving core. There is no hope, none. There's not a single player on this roster we can say, yep, I can't wait to see what he turns out to be. There's no hope. We got a 30-year-old wide receiver and David Sills with 18 catches on the season talking about, well, the Falcons really like him. Offense is based off what we have, and what we have is this. And you can take this and kind of look at and research for yourself, but when you have a quarterback like Michael Penix who has a big time arm, he has a quick release and he can get the ball out quickly. He can he's very good at deciding where he can go. He can read defenses, obviously read the coverages well, and he can process information quickly. So with that, that's a West Coast type of system. He doesn't have to run a lot out of the West Coast offense. You don't have to be mobile, although it is a plus if you're mobile in the West Coast offense because you really just getting the ball out of your hand and you let your athletes do athletic things. You got a running back that can play. He can run inside and outside zone running scheme. And Bijan Robinson, going back to Texas, it was more so of a inside zone running scheme. So he had to learn, get more comfortable, I should, run that outside zone running scheme with the Atlanta Falcons and their system. So it fits a West Coast style of offense. A guy like Drake London, he destroys the middle of the field. And he can, occasionally go get deep. But for the most part, like he fits what you call a West Coast offense, a wide receiver in a West Coast offense. So it's the West Coast offense with the Atlanta Falcons. So that's a number of players that you can put within this scheme, one number of coaches that you can hire to highlight those schemes. But it comes down to whether or not these guys want to be a run team or a pass game. Man, don't nobody believe no damn Casey Washington. Like, come on, bro, stop. That man can't stay up. Look, he can't stop knocking his head against the wall, okay? How the hell? Look, we haven't even seen enough of him. Like, I think the Falcons defensively will be fine. Like, no, absolutely not. I do not believe no damn Casey Washington. Like, come on, bro. He done had 3 years to try to figure something out, and he still hasn't done that yet. So no. Like you playing David Seals over Cordero Hodge. Cordero Hodge literally won your game, and then all of a sudden, yep, he gone. He's injured. Like, y'all ever realize that every time Raheem doesn't like somebody, he don't want somebody playing, he always says everybody hurt. Y'all already noticed that? Like, every time somebody's not getting playing time, he always say those guys are dealing with an injury. Everybody. Wide receivers, running backs, everybody's always dealing with a damn injury. Whether it's on defense or offense, everybody dealing with an injury. We asked what they had. You're supposed to have a deep roster, but every time you ask them about it, well, those guys are dealing with a little injury. We're going to keep them out. So, how you doing, William? It's funny that these types of questions come because you saying, all right, let me read this. He said, you bitching to just bitch. These are all things that will be corrected by the next coaching staff. You sitting here complaining about the moves last coaching staff made like they're still here. In other words, you just want me to forget about the shit that went wrong and think about the things that hasn't happened yet. Make that make sense, y'all. Okay? And make that make sense. He wants he wants me to start talking about the things. All right, so let's talk about the things that did go well. Mr. William, let's talk about the things that did go well. Oh, okay. Raheem already fired. Why the fuck you talking about him, Goofy? How about you actually give us some relevant information? Oh, wait, you don't actually know any. I want everybody to put some red and black if you've actually heard us longer than 3 seconds, 3 minutes. If you tune in to any of our shows, Mr. Will Marsh, because you sound like somebody I know, but I'm gonna leave that alone. It's kind of interesting that you use the word goofy, but I'm gonna leave that at that. But all right, so tell me something that I should be talking about, Mr. Will Marsh. I'll wait. We're gonna give Mr. Willie Marshall 5 seconds of fame. Let's give him the 5 seconds of fame and see what he got to say. All right, so what the Falcons shoot? Oh, here you go, y'all. I told you. Look, I already knew why he came in here. Tell me what I should. All right, tell me, okay? Tell me what I should be talking about. Let's give Mr. Willie Marshall his 5 seconds for that. Tell me what I should be talking about. What would you like me to talk about, Mr. William? How about you talk about the general manager and coaching? Bitch, we ain't got no damn coach. We ain't got no damn general manager. This stupid motherfucker. How the fuck I'm gonna talk about a general manager? We ain't got no damn general manager, you dumb bastard. Some bitch want me to talk about the goddamn elephant man. You damn stupid son bitch. How the hell I'm gonna talk about some shit we ain't even there? We already did that, son bitch. You go back and look at the goddamn the video. We got I got over 6,000 videos on this fucking channel. You dumb son of a bitch. You go back and look at it. dumb bastard, up here talking about we need to talk about the general manager. We already did, you dumb bastard. Son of a bitch, up here talking about, look, coming here talking about with a name like Willie Marsh. Talk about, we need to talk about the general. How the fuck we gonna talk about the general manager and motherfucker we ain't hired no damn general manager. Everybody, we've done every last one of these, okay? On the videos, you can look at it. If anybody can hold your attention longer than 5 fucking seconds, you know, that he still, there he go. There you go crying and shit. Tell me, you look, don't put the pension on me. You said I'm not talking about something. So we giving you the opportunity to talk about it. He want me to talk about some shit that ain't even happened yet, y'all. He want me to talk about a general manager we haven't even hired yet, and we already talked about, as you guys know, the potential general managers. We've already been down that road. So if you don't know that, sir, you need to go back into everybody's archives, whether it's Mad Mike Sports, Six Man K-Style, 6MK Live, or the Heavy Hitters. We've already been down that road. So stop being a little bitch. Okay? Sound like look, this motherfucker sound like a scorned ex-lover or something.
All you do is complain about stuff. You made me mad, man.
Fucking sissy. Coming here talking about, just ask the damn question and stop acting like a little damn girl. Ask a goddamn question. All you do is complain. Like if you actually subscribe to the Mad Mike membership of $199, you would actually hear a lot of my thoughts, exclusive thoughts. Okay, it's only $199. Smoke a blunt a month with your boy Mad Mike. Okay, for $199, and you get all of my exclusive thoughts. I've already spoke on this on lives, and I've spoken on this in the Mad Mike membership. Okay, so if you really want the information or you just want to sit here and roast me, then you can do that. But we've already did that. Oh, Lord. Head boy still telling me about his feelings. You know what? I already got 3 women, okay? I already got 3 women that already be telling me their feelings. I don't need a third one with a dress and a little peckerwood in the middle under his skirt, okay? I don't need another one. I don't need a transformer, okay? I already got 3 real women that's already telling me about their feelings. I don't need a third one, a fourth one. Okay? Mr. Transformer, I don't need that. Good God Almighty. That man done came in here and just shared all his damn feelings. How you... This Transformer coming here and sharing his damn feelings. Nah, bruh. You need to check my resume, pimp. Like, he don't even know. See, you can tell he don't know what he talking about. Check my resume, okay? We got about 4 or 5 different channels. Whether it's Mad Mike Sports, sir, which is going on 12. We got the Heavy Hitters. We've helped build several channels, as well as 6MK Live, and Mad Mike Network, Mad Mike Sports, another channel, quite a few, but you really don't know who I am and who I is. But you probably just started. But it's I forgive you, sir, for being ignorant. Okay, your mama probably don't want to forgive you, but I forgive you for being ignorant. Okay, it's not your fault. Them letters are too small for you to read. Okay, I understand that THE is a word and you can't understand what THE means. Okay, I forgive you for being stupid. But if you want to be smart, just subscribe to Mad Mike Sports. Okay, you will be smart. Okay? If you subscribe to Mad Mike Network, I guarantee you by the end of the month, you will be smarter. Okay, sir? Please do it. Okay, I don't want any more Transformers. I got enough women that I absolutely love and adore. Okay? I know your mama don't forgive you for being stupid. Okay? She's embarrassed of you. Okay, no mama, no daddy, no parents want to look at their baby being stupid, okay? I know you want to leave him. I know you want to leave him. I know, mama. Okay, I understand, mama. Your baby retarded, okay? It ain't. Oh, let me take that back. I know your baby a little slow, okay? I'm sorry. I ain't mean to use the R word, okay? I know you want to leave. Oh, he trying so hard to get. Oh Lord! Now he done pulled out the baby oil. Y'all look at this damn. Boy, what's wrong with you? This man done pulled out the baby oil. Ain't nobody talking about no damn Diddy around here. Who the hell brought up some Diddy? Only a Diddy lover will bring out some damn Diddy. Well, what's wrong with you? Up here bringing out the baby oil. Ain't no grown man over here thinking about no damn Diddy but you. We talking about football, okay? I know the word balls probably got you excited over there, but damn. We talking about football. There were real men and women love to talk about. Real fans like to talk about football. But Buddy up here talking about Diddy's and Diddy parties. And like, what's wrong with you, dude? What's going on with you, man? I mean, if you want... This boy need a hug, y'all. Okay? Okay? Ain't no grown man up here talking about no damn Diddy. Okay? Good God Almighty. Let's get back on the football. Since Mr. Willie Marsh. Little Willie Marsh came in here doing a lot of deflecting about football. Like I said, we're here to talk about answers. We're here to talk about football. But I knew, like the Willie Marshes of the world, it would be incompetent of me to subscribe, but it ain't incompetent for you to leave comments about how somebody else is talking. Yeah, that's interesting. If I don't like stuff, I just don't watch. I just don't watch, and I just don't comment. It's really not that deep. But like I said, I appreciate everybody who, whether it's positive or negative, I appreciate everybody for just tuning in to what we do. But like I said, at the end of the day, what it's about, getting it right. I'm not looking at one particular coach. I'm not looking at one particular general manager. I'm looking at a guy. I'm looking at a team that's going to draw up an identity where the Atlanta Falcons are going to run the ball, be a running team. We're going to be, draft a lot of offensive linemen and continue to improve the offensive line, improve the wide receiver core, whatever the case may be. I'm looking at the vision for the Atlanta Falcons. So whomever the general manager is, the head coach, I'm going to be focused on what the vision is. That's where mine is. So y'all, I'm not into the guy. Now, I do have favorites, and I think you guys have heard me say that. And again, if you subscribe to the Mad Mike Sports membership, I've already shown and I put out there who my favorites are. But I'll just give you one. One of them is Mike McDaniel. I like his passing concepts. And I think we need to improve our wide receiver core. And I think we need to learn. I won't say learn, but we need to get Drake London, get the most and the best out of Drake London. And I believe that Mike McDaniel would do exactly that. He's coached wide receiver core. He's coached quarterbacks. And you know what I'm saying? I think he'll ideal, whether it's the head coach or offensive coordinator. I'm looking at Mike McDaniel. I do like Clint Kubiak because of his route concepts. He runs a lot of inside zone attacking schemes. I love that in Clint Kubiak. Obviously, coming from that West Coast offense, they attack the middle of the field. Obviously, he has that inside zone running scheme that he can employ. And he's done a wonderful job there in Seattle. So I like I said, I like those guys. But like that's what I'm focused on. I'm looking at the scheme and what the Atlanta Falcons are going to do. So I don't necessarily have a favorite. And I do like what Kevin Stefanski. He's running those same type of schemes, and he did a wonderful job with Shedeur Sanders. So there's a lot of coaches that are out there, but I just don't have one. And like I said, even with John Harbaugh, I like John Harbaugh. So I'm not looking at the coaches. I think all of the people that the Falcons have interviewed, they did a wonderful job of seeking out an identity. And I think that identity with the Atlanta Falcons is the West Coast offense. Get the ball out of hand quarterback, because I think that's the best system for a quarterback, in my opinion. I love it. I love it. Do you think Arthur Blank would allow his new? I mean, this is past Arthur Blank. Matt Ryan is the guy. And Mr. Blank has already said that baby boy Josh, he's very much a part of what the Falcons are doing. Like I said, Matt Ryan, he's the guy. So of course I think he's going to do it. That's the reason why he brought in Matt Ryan, is to be that guy. He look, that transformer needs hug, bro. Okay, we know Will is a transformer. You know, that transformer Will, look, he needed a hug, and he needed somebody to unleash his aggressiveness on. he needed somebody to release that aggression on. Oh, Winnie Pooh. Oh boy. But it's like I said, it's a lot of. I like a lot of I like a lot of the people that the Falcons are interviewed. So I wouldn't be upset if they hired any one of these guys, to be honest. Even the defensive coaches. I think all the defensive coaches that the Falcons are interviewed, I think they'd be very good for the Falcons. But it just comes down to the vision of what the Atlanta Falcons. So I'm comfortable with all of them, to be honest. I don't. But I think, like I said, as fans, as Falcons fans, we become too much like Rich McKay. We want who we want, and we're going to piss and moan and crap on everything. My whole entire thing is some guys were never qualified for the job to begin with, and he never should have been a head coach. And now, 2 years later, this has been proven to be the case. He was never qualified. He didn't have a plan, and we're seeing that. It's simple as that. All this, oh, Mark, you just hating on the black man. I'm not hating on him. He was never qualified for the position. And we see it. We saw it all year. He didn't know what he was doing. When your owner come out and say there was a lack of clarity, a lack of vision, like that ain't Mike hating on him. It was the truth. They had absolutely no way. They had no idea what they was gonna do. That's why they were so happy to see Kirk Cousins as the head guy, because they know Mike was a young guy. He was still learning the game, so they can't pick his brain. He's only been in the league, 2 years. They couldn't wait to get Kirk Cousins in there. Kirk Cousins was going to call the plays. Kirk Cousins was going to make all the audibles so they would look better. That's the reason why. That's why he wanted Kirk Cousins there. So Kirk does have value as being a guy that's been in the league for 15 years, 14 years. But like I said, the Falcons will be fine, because I think when you got two edge rushers like Jalen Walker and peers, we good, bro. We're absolutely good. So, like I said, man, we'll be good, man. Like I said, I'm just waiting. And all I'm saying, Falcons fans, if y'all ain't heard anything and especially Transformer Will Marsh, please understand, okay? Please understand this. It takes time. You got to establish the vision first, establish a culture, whether it's running, passing, quarterback friendly, or we just going to be a defensive team. We have to establish the culture first, and everything else would take care of itself. But without a vision, you can't become anything. So that's all I got to say about that, man. Like I said, man, we welcome the bullshit over here. So Willie Marsh, you ain't hurt my feelings. All right. You came in here with the bullshit, and we give you the bullshit right back. That's what we do over here. And if you don't like that, unmotherfucking subscribe. I ain't got time for the bullshit. Unsubscribe if you're gonna come over here and cry. If you don't like how you don't like how we do over here, because this is the land of the bosses over here. Okay? The bosses over here. If you down with the bullshit, if you ain't got a soft heart, hit that subscribe button over here. We ain't got time to be indulging in your feelings of how a man talking to you or how a woman talking to you. Oh, somebody said something mean to me in the chat. Take your soft ass on somewhere. Okay? This is how men talk. This is how women talk to each other. We get in each other's shit sometimes. And if you don't like that, go find a goddamn marshmallow to lay on, okay? That's not what we do over here. Hit that subscribe button. Continue to support your boy here at Man Mike Sport, Man Mike Network. And I am out of here. Thank you. Have a blessed day. I'm out.
Put your eyes back in your head.
I felt like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.